Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to EVE Online and welcome back to our new home J144228. And this is going to be the first test of the Dominix, a battleship in a C1 wormhole. So this is in a fleet warp with my brother. I think it's pretty cool, you know, you've got the big fish right there with his own personal little escort, covered ops cruiser that can actually really help to protect me if I were to ever be in trouble. You know, he's really been doing his job as a scout quite well, keeping an eye on the wormholes, keeping an eye on everything without showing himself. And then me, I'm the bait, I'm the big guy strutting around in the wormhole in his dominix. You know, if that comes on D-scan, I'm sure that some people will frown a little bit. But yeah, we're testing the dominix out in a few of the sites, and here we go. So we arrive at the site, and as soon as I drop out of warp, I try to target everything. And this is already the first problem that you're gonna see here, is that my targeting is very slow. Obviously against these sleeper frigate-sized drones, it's quite painful. The mediums and the vigilant sentries, that's actually half decent. But yeah, maybe a sensor booster for the PvE activity could actually be a good investment. Next up, you can see my guards missing the escort completely as well. They're just on top of you so quickly that it's almost impossible for the guards to have time to get a volley on them and to do any actual damage. So yeah, the guards cannot track the small sleeper drones. For that I have to use the small drones separately. Luckily, of course, I'm not doing this alone, and so my brother's legion is actually pretty apt at cutting down these frigates, and so I'm using the sentries to take care of the vigilant sentry towers, which is pretty effective. I mean, they're sitting still. I have a tracking script in the omnidirectional, and so they're doing full hits of I'd say 150 to 300 on the sentry tower, and after that we'll see the effect on the awakened escort, a medium-sized sleeper. And here we go, first volley, 5 hits at 42 kilometers, so it's actually pretty good as well. It's definitely a lot faster on what it can hit, which is of course normal. I mean, it's a battleship-sized ship in a C1 wormhole, and that's actually a lot of fun. After that, we get the next spawn in this site here, so 3 mediums, 3 frigates and 2 mediums, which is still okay. You can also see that the guards will respond automatically to whatever fires at me, and so they get a few lucky shots off a frigate, but they don't actually do that well. These frigate sleepers, they're just so fast. They are orbiting you like a few seconds after spawning, and so all they can do is really take a little bit of armor off, but after that no way they can track them. So I put them back on these mediums while my brother again takes care of the frigates. Now, it's not that the Dominix would be helpless in this situation. I mean, just get a flight of small drones, even medium drones, and with the tracking help from the omnidirectional, they can probably cut down these frigates quite effectively as well. But if you have a partner that can do it, of course, take full advantage of that increased firepower, and just go to town on the medium drones there to try and help your efficiency. What I like as well is, of course, that I can just sit there next to my mobile tractor unit, and that can actually save a little bit of time as well with the looting and the salvaging and all that good stuff. And this site, I don't know the name, I'm sorry, is pretty good as well, ending up with a spawn of 4 mediums. That's really perfect for the setup here. One thing, of course, I took large blasters. This is more of in case I get into a PvP situation, you know, something like a cruiser if I can web it, or a battle cruiser. That's pretty good for that, but for this activity, for the PvE, they're completely useless. They can maybe get a few grazing shots off the mediums, but against the frigates, totally useless. And so yeah, I have to think about maybe some better utility. I may even have to just downsize the guns and get something more useful for when we're doing sleeper sites, just to try and speed things up, because really one of the reasons why I do like having these Dominix here for these sites is just because it's gonna speed up the process a little bit and give us more time for different activities outside of our home wormhole, because I don't want to only stay here. I also want to do other activities. We have a high-sec static, so I want to still do exploration, but then in different types of space, exploring something else than always a fire outpost or a narcotics warehouse or stuff like that. And yeah, let's just hope it all works out. But I think it's an awesome achievement. I absolutely love this idea that we've got a dominix in a C1 wormhole, and yeah, maybe, you know, we can surprise some people if they ever end up in the wormhole, do a D-scan and they see a dominix there. What the hell is that? It's just a great feeling. It's something I've wanted to do since I've learned about this being possible, and here it is. So yeah, pretty damn cool. As you can see, we pretty much volley through their structure here. So on the mediums, honestly, this is really good. One thing you do have to do, of course, is keep an eye on incoming damage on your drones, which I did not do. And so first guard already in armor, not so good. Still, I invested in a few remote armor repairs as well. And so all of this is actually going to be quite alright. And there we go, first site down. This is actually a pretty good site, plenty of mediums, plenty of stuff for my dominix to show that. And that's all looking quite nice. And here, of course, we have the looting process. By the time my 5 salvage drones salvage this, everything is tractored probably twice over. Honestly, we could do with an extra set of salvage drones just to speed all of this up a little bit as well. But yeah, it's just very relaxed but very efficient as well for this size of site. So I enjoy this quite a lot. I know that a lot of people are going to be frowning at this. Well, what the hell are you doing? But I just think this is great. And I can't wait to explore what I can do with the dominix in here. Maybe get a reserve dominix, then I'll be a little bit less stressful of losing it. But other than that, yeah, here is a second site that we did with it, with the dominix. It's a different type of site, so you'll see it's not perfect for all of them, but it's just part of the experimentation that we've been doing. So once again, here we go, we're in warp, and it's the big potato, which is the big fish of this wormhole, and with his own escort, a nice legion that can cut down those annoying small fry, and in our home system, so with our own boss and stuff like that. I'm enjoying this very much, and I definitely hope that I can keep this up until Oceanus hits, so I can also show you guys the new graphics and all of that. But yeah, let's check out our performance on this side. As you can see, 2 sentries, but then 6 small ones, so that's actually a little bit problematic. I do get a little bit lucky here. The sentries shoot me first, and my guards take these sentries as targets even before I manage to complete my targeting cycle, which, as you can see, is painfully slow. I really do think that maybe a sensor booster is a good idea. And there the first Vigilant blew up, and for some reason I thought both of them blew up, so I actually overestimated the dominix just a little bit. I went out with Hobbs, and then my brother said, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? You need to take care of the other sentry tower." So I switched back to my guards while my brother is doing his best on the sleepers, but it's not that easy. I did like the graphics right there. It's something I've never seen before. Usually you're a bit more in like a dogfight against the sleepers here, you know, just trying to get your speed up, trying to approach those that try and escape. But here we've got 5 small sleeper drones that are all orbiting the really big capsuleer ship there, and they're trying to do some damage on him, but he's just sitting there stoically dropping his own minions. Here we go, I drop a couple of my small hobgoblins too, hobgoblin 2s, and you will see that they actually do some very nice work on that. Look at that, one salvo, half the armor gone. Again, pretty much all the armor gone in 2 salvos, and then he's destroyed. So it's actually pretty good with all the bonuses that they get with the extra tracking. They can really hit these sleeper drones quite well. And I test my turrets here with the webbed targets, but as you can see, just a couple grazes, it's really not worth it. I need something better for that. Next spawn then another 6 small ones and a medium, so I decide to drop the guards and go for the medium here first, while my brother takes care of the small fry, who are actually targeting him. So there you go, this is a problem. At the moment nothing is really happening just because my targeting is so slow. Luckily awakened patroller, that's pretty decent, and then you can see some pretty good hits going there. 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. These awakened patrollers, you know, they've got decent tank, and with both of us doing our full DPS in something like battle cruiser, tech 3 cruiser, if you also invest in your tank a little bit, it's actually quite slow, and so this is pretty good actually. The destruction of these medium sleeper drones with this dominix, it does save you a little bit of time, but I do need some form of efficiency from my high slots to help cut down these small drones, these small sleepers more quickly, because that would really completely boost our efficiency beyond anything that's possible without the dominix, which is of course the reason why or part of the reason why I have him here. I want to see if I can have a lot of fun and increase our efficiency with this. So there you go, couple more spawns, 3 more mediums and a few more small ones. So this site is not too good to do with this dominix, and there's just a lot of small ones. I would not want to do this one on my own. Honestly, having this cruiser that's taking care of the small ones here is really helping with the efficiency. The previous site where you actually only have like maybe 5 or 6 small sleeper drones, that's actually quite doable in a dominix solo. I don't think we'll waste too much time there, but yeah, as a team, you know, we definitely do want to do the wormhole activity together as much as possible. And if you want to do something on your own, just go out to wherever the exits go and have some fun over there. But this is going quite nicely, and it's a lot of fun as well. They've not even managed to get me into armor, and here again you can see the blasters just constantly missing the small ones. They're just too fast. There's nothing these big blasters can do here, and I need to find something different for that. Still, I'm gonna keep him here. I think for a PvP fit, you know, just add a scram in there as well, maybe a web. This could actually help in case someone comes in here with something bigger, like maybe a battle cruiser or something like that. But yeah, it's just in full evolution here. We're trying to have some fun in this wormhole, and so far definitely succeeding by constructing a battleship in a C1. That was a lot of fun. And here we go, lost sleeper down, and all that's left to do is loot the field, and I think we got like 35 million out of these 2 sites, so that was not bad. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.